In 1975, the fall of Saigon marked the end of the Vietnam War. As the People's Army of North Vietnam began to take over the city, many citizens fled, including Ho Tang Nguyen.
That day, my mother and my father called me in, and my mother stand in the stairway of my house and told me that go and take care of yourself and take care of your brother and sister. And I look at her and I say, what? It's our culture that when your parents older, you're supposed to take care of your parents. And my grandmother and my grandfather was ill and elder. They cannot travel. And my mom and my dad agree to let us go and for them to stay to take care of my grandparents. I have no plan at all. I don't, because I was 20 years old. I was in college. I know nothing.
Her parents had initially planned for the children to fly to the United States. However, once the communists began bombing Saigon's airport, Ho Tang would have to find some other way out. She and her 5 siblings escaped by cargo boat.
When we get to the gate, it's not a regular gate, it's a barbed wire. And I just standing there and I just said, okay, with my sister and brother and all the people just like around us and everybody running around and find a way to get in. And I don't know, somehow told me that, you have to take care of these young people here. How are you going to deal with it? And I just told my brother and sister, run, don't look down. Just get on that piece of wood and get into the boat. I have no parents there, and it means I will be the mom, I will be the dad, and I say things, you listen.
Ho Tang and her family spent a week on the boat until they reached a Navy base in the Philippines. From there, they were transferred from base to base before finally arriving at Fort Indiantown Gap in Lebanon County, Pennsylvania.
In July, they said, you have to go. We had to find a sponsor for you. During the time they find a sponsor for you, that Mr. and Mrs. William Sly, later we call them mom and dad, that they fall in love with my brother, the 4-year-old one, because they have a grandson is like a little older than him. They play very well together, and they like each other a lot. My dad really want to sponsor him. But I say, you can't sponsor just only one kid. If you want the kid, you have to do all of us together, because I need to keep my family together.
The Slyke family, along with the help of the Covenant Methodist Church, sponsored all 6 refugees. They found jobs for Ho Tang and her 18-year-old sister and enrolled the other 4 children in school.
I admire my mom and my dad a lot. We don't know the culture here. We don't know what's going on with how to find work, how to find job, how to go to the hospital, how to find a doctor, how to find the school. She teaches us a lot. She teaches us to set the table. She teaches us to do laundry, sort out the clothes and use a washing machine, and listen to us with we speaking broken English. And that's in my heart. I never forget that. And thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Ho Tang was inspired by the Slykes' kindness. Their attitude, combined with her first-hand experience, allowed her to create the Pennsylvania Immigrant and Refugee Women's Network.
We incorporated in 2001 to help the immigrant and refugee women settle and transition in the United States, which that time when I was in 1975, I didn't have that chance to do that. And now, after 40 years, my network is really large, and I know quite a lot enough to pass it on for the next person. We figured out what they need help, what kind of help, and we will send them to the correct provider or service provider to help. We came back and we help people to show them, to make their life a little better, because it's really hard that you came from totally different country, come here, the language, you don't know the language, the culture is different, the food is different, the driving the car different, the street, the building is different. It is very hard, and why not paying forward? Why not helping the next person? That's how we do it, and we commit to it. I commit to do that.